So over 30 years of gaming, and I spent a lot of money on games over the 30 years. I know that, and it's kind of scary for me even to talk about it now, because I'm actually thinking about trying to work this out, trying to work out how much money I spent on this. And you got to take into consideration too the Master System, the Mega Drive, the Super Nintendos, the Saturns, the Dreamcast. Those systems I owned, and I think on average about every system of those would have been about 40 games plus. Maybe more for the Mega Drive and the Sega Master System. But what really is, I find really funny today, is back in say 88, 89 when I bought my Master System, I think I paid $3.99 for it. The games back then were about $100 each. You had your budget titles for either $49 or $29, but they were pretty crappy games. But the average price was $100. I think Phantasy Star, I paid $149 for that game. That was massive here. Expensive. It was so expensive. But it was worth it. I still got it after all these years. But yeah, having a Master System for that price, that's kind of like the same price as a Nintendo Switch when it's on special at the moment. But the games, so fast forward from all those years ago, and the prices of games haven't really risen as what I expected. Actually the same price or even cheaper. Take a new release like The Last of Us 2, that retails here for $99. I paid $99 for Master System games all those years ago, and the prices have never really risen. If anything, I do notice with some titles they have gone down to either $69, $79 each, which is a good thing, which is actually really is surprising considering from 8-bit era to where we are now with the graphics, the amount of time spent developing a game, 2-3 years on developing a game, even longer, is the prices, the cost of doing that is astronomical. But it does make me wonder about this collection behind me. Do I really want to know how much money I spent on it? And I don't know if I ever really want to do it, but if I sat down to try, I know with the Master System stuff alone, it's got to be a couple of thousand, because I did go through a phase where I bought Master System games, I traded in the system for a Super Nintendo, then I had the urge to go back to the Master System, so I went back and recollected and then got rid of it, and here I am 30 years later. I got it back and I'm never going to get rid of it again. But there's so many times, I think as a collector, as a gamer, we go through those sort of phases where we have the system, we sell it, then all of a sudden we get the itch to get that system back and get the collection back, and spend a lot of money. It can be a lot of money. It also on the same page, it could be a lot cheaper. I picked up 4 original Xbox games for $10 each recently on a retro store. So compared to back in the day when they were $99 each, which that sort of stuff is good when it works like that. But if I sat down to work this out, I would just have to grin and bear it, because I know it's going to be a lot of money. It's going to be over 100,000 maybe. I really seriously think it would have to be, considering I got a lot of other stuff here. I got statues, I got art books, I've got things that just sort of sit here and gather dust, collector's editions. And I've tried to stay away from buying collector's editions this year, mainly for the fact that they're just getting way too expensive, and we're just paying for something that's not really worth it, I don't think. Perfect example I saw on Limited Run's website was Detroit Becomes Human, which was coming on to PC. And that thing is about $399 with the statue. There's no physical game, it's a download code. And $349, $399, whatever it is a lot of money for a download code and some plastic. Is it really worth it? I don't think so. And I'm at the stage now where I'm slowing down with that sort of stuff. I'm still collecting games, but I get them when they're on special, which was the way it should be done when they're, especially with the old PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 stuff. Buy 4 for $20, bargain. But if I ever did sit down and work it out, I know it's going to be massive. I don't know if I want to do it. I'm interested in doing it because I have an app where I catalog all of my games. But unfortunately, it's kind of, when it looks at the monetary value, it goes to I think the eBay. So that's a bit, there's got to be a better way to judge. But you see the current prices of games on eBay, and I saw a brand new Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo, and that thing was about $200 in pristine condition. But this is a game worth having for that price? I don't think so. I could have spent, I can spend a lot more money on getting other things than a one game of Mario. So if I ever do try and catalog this and see how much I spent, I'll be doing another video on this. But I know it's going to be a lot of money, and I don't know if I really want to do it, but we'll see. Stay tuned. Until next time, bye.